At the bottom of the world, where life seems impossible, a remarkable story of endurance is about to begin.
They leave the safety of the water, their only source of food, to face a frozen gauntlet. The colony must march miles inland to find solid ice that will not break apart during the coming storms. Every step is a battle against gravity and exhaustion, yet they move with unwavering purpose.
The temperature begins to drop, a warning of the brutal season rapidly approaching.
They arrive at their traditional breeding ground, a place sheltered from the worst of the shifting pack ice. The silence of the march is replaced by a cacophony of calls as they seek their mates.
Bonds are forged through intricate dances, essential for raising a chick in this hostile environment.
The days are growing shorter, the sun retreating further with each passing cycle.
A precious treasure appears, the singular hope for the next generation. The transfer is critical. Seconds of exposure to the ice can freeze the life inside. Not all are successful, and the Antarctic cold claims its first victims swiftly. Exhausted and starving, the females must return to the sea to feed, leaving the males behind. The males are now alone, tasked with a 2-month vigil of starvation and stillness.
As winter truly sets in, the mercury plummets to levels that would kill a human in minutes.
The first of many blizzards strikes, a wall of white wind screaming across the plateau.
To survive, they must abandon individuality and act as a single, giant organism.
Inside the huddle, temperatures can rise dramatically, preserving their precious body heat. Those on the outside bear the full brunt of the storm, serving as a living shield. It is a fair system. They constantly rotate, sharing the burden of the freezing cold. The sun sets and will not rise again for weeks, plunging the colony into eternal night. Beneath the spectral light of the southern lights, the fathers stand like statues.
In the rare moments between storms, the silence is profound and heavy. They sleep in micronaps, always alert to the dangers of the egg slipping or the weather turning. Living off body fat alone, they lose nearly half their body weight during this ordeal.
Peace in Antarctica is always temporary. The winds return with renewed ferocity.
Sometimes the snow falls so heavily, and they are nearly entombed, yet they do not move. While the father freezes, the egg remains at a cozy temperature, incubated by his devotion.
Even in total darkness, the collective intelligence of the huddle keeps them alive.
Miles away, the females are feasting, preparing to bring food back to their families. The ocean is not safe either. Predators wait for the penguins in the icy depths. Speed and agility are their only defense against the giants of the deep. Laden with food, the females turn back towards the colony, facing their own long march. The conditions for the males have reached their absolute worst. Every inch of exposed skin is at risk, but their feathers provide the ultimate insulation. Scientists call this the turtle formation, a marvel of biological engineering. At the core, it is tropical compared to the freezing winds outside.
When the wind stops, they separate to cool down, preventing overheating. Day after day, the routine is the same. Stand, wait, survive.
At 60 degrees below zero, with wind chills plummeting further, their will to live is the only fire burning on the ice.
Inside the shell, the chick is ready to face the world, but the timing is perilous.
The chick emerges into the coldest environment on Earth, entirely dependent on its father.
A tiny voice joins the wind, a signal that a new life has begun.
The starving father produces a specialized crop milk, his last reserve of energy for his offspring.
The father can only feed the chick for a few days. The mother must return soon. Finally, the long night ends, and the sun makes its brief, glorious return.
The light brings hope, but the cold remains as biting as ever. On the horizon, movement is spotted. The females are returning.
Full of food, they rush back, driven by the instinct to feed their hatched chicks. The silence is broken by thousands of voices, each searching for a unique audio signature. It is a miracle of nature that they can find one another in this chaotic, moving mass.
He presents their creation, alive and waiting for her care.
For some, the return brings only heartbreak. The winter was too harsh, the wait too long.
The transfer must be swift. The chick is still vulnerable to the freezing air.
The chick receives its first real meal, rich and sustaining.
Their duty done, the starving fathers must now make the perilous journey to the sea to feed.
They have not eaten in 4 months. Some will not have the strength to reach the water. Under the mother's care, the chicks grow rapidly, gaining strength. But they begin to explore their frozen world, though never venturing far.
The mothers are fierce protectors, guarding their offspring with their lives.
The fathers return, restored and ready to take their turn feeding the growing chicks.
A relay race of survival begins, ensuring the chick is always fed and warm.
As they grow, the chicks form their own huddles, called creches, allowing both parents to fish.
Instinct kicks in. They learn to share warmth, just as their parents did in the deep winter.
Summer approaches, and the sea ice begins to break up, bringing the ocean closer.
The chicks transform, losing their baby fluff for adult plumage, essential for swimming.
Their appetites are insatiable, driving the parents to exhaustion.
The time comes when the parents must stop feeding them. The chicks are on their own.
Abandoned, the young penguins face the ocean for the first time, unsure of what to do.
Hunger drives them forward. Instinct tells them their destiny lies beneath the waves.
They are natural swimmers, flying underwater with a grace they never had on land.
They will spend the next 4 years at sea before returning to the ice.
Only the strongest have survived the gauntlet of the Antarctic winter.
The ice is silent once more, bearing the scars of the season's struggle.
The cycle is complete, but the wheel of nature never stops turning.
They will return next winter to defy the elements all over again. It is a story of love, devotion, and the incredible resilience of life.
This is the triumph of life at the edge of existence. This is the empire of the ice.